My sister is very sad. She's very sad because she recently lost a dear paraplegic friend to a quadriplegic friend, ladies and gentlemen. It's tragic if you're a paraplegic, but if you're quadriplegic, you can't even pick your own nose. And her little quadriplegic friend was such a trooper. How'd that go? And I'm trying to remember her breathing patterns, ladies and gentlemen. She could talk. She had one of those things in her throat. I don't mean to make fun of that because that would come in handy in my line of work. Because I mean, maybe not. I'll have mine soon enough if I keep smoking the way I do. And not to mention the fact that I take a lot of risks. I could be quadriplegic at any given second. I could fall off the stage and break my neck. I could end up like poor Suzanne. She only had but 3 hairs in her head, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes I used to take them and I'd braid them, because if you have 3, you can make a braid. If you have 2, all you can make is a little twisty. And you have to use a lot of hair products, and I do mean hair products, not hairs products. With those 2 little things, twisting and turning them, but with 3 hairs. So I braided her little 3 hairs and I put her in her wheelchair. Would you please take me out for a walk? So I took her out for a walk in her little wheelchair, but she didn't have health insurance and she was quadriplegic, so she couldn't fill out those forms to get all the help she needed. So her wheelchair was not a very good wheelchair. It wasn't an electric wheelchair, it was just a wheelchair we found down with the Salvation Army, and it only had rubber around one of the wheels, so she kind of had to go around lopsided, and if someone pushed her that wasn't very strong that could sort of hold up and compensate for the other side, she just went around circles in her living room all day long. But she enjoyed it because of the only movement she had. But one day I took her out. I took her for a walk out, and this was in Baltimore, and I took her down to the Inner Harbor, and I put her 3 hairs in their little braid, and I put a little pink ribbon bow on the end. I had a hell of a time getting that ribbon bow to stay on those 3 hairs, ladies and gentlemen. It was more like a string. It wasn't a ribbon bow. I tried it, but a ribbon bow was too heavy. So I put a little string, a little pink string around the end of her 3 hairs. And I took her for a walk, compensating down the road. And we went to the Inner Harbor. And there she was, breathing that fresh air. And I said, Suzanne, would you like me to go and get you a snow cone? And she blinked her eye twice, and that meant yes. So I took myself over to the snow cone stand, ladies and gentlemen. But that concrete macadam thing they have right there on the pier, it had a little bit of a slant to it. And poor Suzanne, she was strapped in her wheelchair and she just started rolling. I was at the snow cone stand, I didn't see it happen. And she just rolled right over to the edge of that pier and fell in. She was strapped in that wheelchair and she drowned right in the bottom of the harbor. It was the saddest thing. But you know, she made the papers. And her estate sued the city of Baltimore for $250,000, and they put ramparts up on that harbor so people can't go just rolling into the harbor anytime they feel like it anymore. So I think she would have been happy because, ladies and gentlemen, she died for a reason.